Failure is the only way forward. That's the title of my next main channel video, and it's going to be about a few very, very important lessons that I've learned in the past year on my creative journey through failures of certain projects. And I'll be very specific with the projects pretty soon, but that's what we're going to talk about for this one. It's going to be a bit more of just thinking out loud type of thing and looking at some numbers from my main channel. I actually have not looked at the numbers since I did that challenge where I posted every single day for 30 days on my main channel. And I feel like, if anything, that probably hurt my main channel more than it helped. But we're gonna look at the numbers right now because I've been really afraid to do it. And I think this will just help me finally move forward, accept that I failed and move forward, and also take the lessons and really hit home the lessons. I know I've been talking about it in the past few videos, but I feel like the more I talk about it, the more I internalize it, the more I will actually follow the advice I give myself. So let's go ahead and take a look. We are on Chrome right now on my main channel right here. My watch history is off. I don't keep it on. I find it very distracting. During the time period I did this challenge, just to give some context, I was in Japan and I just felt like it would be a good idea to reset my main channel by making a lot of videos. I thought it would be a fun challenge to just post every day for my main channel, especially since I did something similar for this channel where I've been posting at least a video, a stream, or a short every single day for the past year, pretty much. One more month and then it's a year. But that's probably what made this challenge an idea in the first place, why I decided to do it, because I felt like, okay, it's good to be consistent, it's good to upload every day. It used to be good advice back then to upload every day. And it wasn't just with no strategy either. It was, let's go ahead and look. It was with some strategy, although poor perhaps. So let's see here. This is the video right here that started the challenge. And as you can see, it's only got 162 views. And this was made in February. So that means in the past 11 or 10 months, it only got 100 something views, which is really, really bad for a main channel video. I am looking at the views for the first time and I can actually feel the pain. It's really hard to understand the psychological effects of these things unless you are a creator yourself and you've experienced it. But I totally understand why these videos got few views, because they aren't that great of videos. I spent only a day each working on them. So of course they're not going to get that high of views, but I tried my best to still make them as good as possible. One thing about these videos is that I feel happy that I made them, because a lot of these videos were made with a lot of joy and fun. I felt like my strategy was just to base the titles off of things that I've seen before that have gotten high viewership. But a lot of those videos were in a long time ago, like 5 years ago or something like that. And I realized, it's not a great idea to do that, but I still did it anyways, and I tried my best to have fun with it. So for this video, I was at a very nice place this nice park in the Ojima area where my share house was, and I basically just talked, and it was fun to just talk. And I just enjoyed going out and doing this. It felt really thrilling to me to experience this. So the failure comes from the fact that I expected higher view counts. I was hoping for at least 1,000 each, and the only ones that got 1,000, let's see, I gave myself 1 hour to learn the Rubik's Cube. That got 2,000, very little. You know what the irony is? The irony is that for this channel right here, I usually never look at my views. So usually this is hidden right here. So I would have this as like this, so I would never need to look at it. And in a way that shielded me and protected me, but it also made me kind of weaker to it, because I do feel sensitive to it, which is very unfortunate. I feel like every creator has experienced this before, and that's why I chose to do this for posting every day for a year, because I feel like if I kept looking at this, I probably would have quit. But now that I've been doing the TikTok challenge recently, I have been looking at the numbers for that as well. And the numbers are more or less around the 1,000 area. And to me, that's very little for a TikTok video, obviously. So I've been feeling the pain already. So I feel like if I've been feeling that pain, it's very easy to feel this pain as well. So I am pushing myself. So in a way, these failures, the number one lesson, the first lesson at the very least, is that by doing them, I still gain something from it, despite them being failures ultimately at the end. So let's just do a quick view count for all of these things. So 280, yeah, everything below 1000, very, very, very tiny. Learn faster with the Feynman technique got 1000. The Kendama video, which was one of my favorites, got only 800. Yeah, everything else got really, really few views. Yeah, and I tried my best to avoid looking at that for a long time. What I am happy about is this video right here, the 50 pull-ups every day for 30 days. That one got 40,000 views. Of course, this was uploaded a year ago, so but still it's a video that I very much enjoyed creating. It's what started this whole 30-day challenge trend for myself, for the structure of challenges in general. And I just had a lot of fun with it. But let's see, before that, let's just take a little trip down memory lane real quick. So we're gonna go for not views. You know what, I can just do this on viewing my channel. I challenged myself. Okay, so going from popular videos, my whiteboard video got 1.8 million views. It's a tutorial, it's evergreen, and it didn't happen like slowly. It happened a lot over time. And overall, this video is not that great of a video, to be honest. There's a lot of it that's like, if I were to remake this video now, it would be so much better just because I've gained a lot more skill in video production and editing in general. I drank 3 liters of water for 30 days. Very generic. The thumbnail honestly is shitty too. But I guess over 5 years, if it's an evergreen title and if it's that sort of generic health trend stuff, it's a very easy video to click on just out of curiosity. The fixed sleep stuff, I don't get why. I mean, like, I guess people's sleep schedules really suck. My first video ever on this channel, which was the First Principles Elon Musk thing 7 years ago. It's crazy. Like 7 years ago, 200K views, decent. Mindset video, another one about Elon Musk. An audition video, more tutorial-like videos, basically. And then probably my best, I guess, self-improvement type of thing. Truth about comparing yourself to others. I made that so long ago, but my friend helped me with this whiteboard, and it was really, I really enjoyed this video. I felt like just sharing my ideas about comparisons, it felt nice to do, and for this video to get as many views as it did, even though it's over the time span of 6 years, it's nice. But yeah, as you can see, the 50 pull-ups every day for 30 days straight was the most recent video that actually joined the collection of higher viewed videos, and most of them are from a long time ago. So again, I feel very like disappointed in this, because in myself mostly, because I mean, I know I burned out and I took a break at a certain point around, I think 5 years ago at this point, 4 to 5 years ago. That's why there's this huge gap, but it still sucks that I know I'm better, but because I did the wrong thing, which was make a whole bunch of scattershot videos like this, I didn't get the results that I wanted. But I am learning from it. And I think that's very, very important, that I now understand, at least for me, at least for my YouTube channel, my strategy moving forward needs to be what I did with my audiobook, for instance. A lot of work into one project. And that work will shine through because I put in a lot in that one project. Instead of spreading myself out so thin by making a video every single day for 30 days, which honestly is still an achievement because it did take a lot of time and effort to make each video. And like I said, I really enjoyed making some of these videos. Honestly, it was really, really fun. I'm trying to figure out which one. There's one in particular that I just have in my memory that was just so nice to do. I think it was the one about discipline or something like that. Maybe not this one. Yeah, I don't think it was this one. Which one was it? I'm not sure, but there was a day where I was just riding the bike along Arakawa River. That was so nice, and I just enjoyed myself going around filming in nice places, and yeah, it just felt great. But it kind of sucks that, you know, sometimes if you don't have the right strategy or the right idea in the beginning, no matter how much effort you put into something, it's not going to matter. You have to make something that you know that is delivered and skinned in a way where people will click it and actually be curious and want to watch. And that is a skill that I don't have, I think. That is a skill I need to work on as much as possible for the future. So yeah, this is honestly really, really tough for me to see. But like I said, I've been avoiding it for such a long time. And I told myself that I would get back to making main channel videos once my audiobook was done. So the main channel video we need to make is about this challenge where we did this 30-day challenge of making a video each day. And I'm not really gonna actually title it like I made 30 videos or whatever on YouTube straight or whatever. I'm not gonna title it that. I'm gonna title it the same like I said in the beginning. Failure is the only way forward. Just because I feel like in terms of this challenge, it was such a big failure. I feel like there's no point in really making a video specifically about that, and I rather talk about the lessons from it rather than the analytics. So I'm going over the analytics right now, which is very painful. The biggest few lessons from this challenge really are, number one, we have to make things that are closer to my audiobook, like my audiobook. We have to make videos where, yes, they're about the challenges that we make, but in turn, that means we have to make challenges about things that we really, really care about and are meaningful to us. The 50 pull-ups and 100 push-ups, I know that sounds silly. It sounds silly, but like I really, really like doing push-ups and pull-ups. It's something that I've done my whole life, and wanting to go for the numbers and increase my rep amount, that is something I actually feel is meaningful to me. So there are challenges though, of course, where, for instance, I did a 30 days of reflecting on my life, and that video, I took a glance, got very, very few views. Even though that challenge was super meaningful to me, it just doesn't have the right structure to be a good video on YouTube. I think I have to skin it a different way. I have to structure it a different way, do the storytelling a different way. It just doesn't work as just, okay, yeah, I spent 30 days thinking about my life and I learned a lot. It needs to be way more than that. There needs to be some action, progress. There needs to be something visibly changing as the days go on, and it just lacked that. So for me, this is kind of just like a strategy for how to move forward and how to do it better, because over a lot of time, I feel like I'm learning a lot and I'm gaining a lot, but I'm not applying what I'm learning and gaining. I fell into the same trap with 100 TikToks in 30 days. That challenge is a pure numbers challenge. It's all, I think the phrase is like vanity metrics. I don't know. Let me look it up real quick. A vanity metric is a number that appears impressive but doesn't help a business achieve its goal or make better decisions. More or less, it's like that. I feel like it's just high numbers for the sake of numbers, for the sake of looking impressive. And I'm sure that video would get a decent amount of clicks. I feel like design-wise, it's a pretty good experiment to do. But for me, I feel like the way I've been approaching it is super off. I think that creating something like the audiobook, for instance, is way more important to me. So one of my main channel videos is going to be, I created an audiobook on Amazon from scratch or something like that. I'll workshop the title a bit better later on, but that video is going to be a good video, or at least it's going to be a video I feel proud making, because it's going to highlight my whole journey from beginning to end of how I made the audiobook. And I just feel like so much of me went into that. And I also think that people who want to make their own audiobook might be curious. I feel like I don't know, maybe it's just me that finds making audiobooks interesting, because I listen to a lot of audiobooks. So when you listen, you're like, oh, how is one actually made? So I'm hoping that there's some audience out there that's curious. So hopefully that will be a video that gets over 10,000 views over time. But more and more, I'm thinking about these challenges, and like, for instance, 300 kanji in 30 days. I honestly don't know how well that video will do. I'm going to make it after the failure video. So right now what we have for our main channel is failure is the only way forward, then the 300 kanji in 30 days. Then I created an audiobook from scratch. That's the 3. And then we have to get to the meditation video where we did 30 different types of meditation in 30 days. And I do think that video will get a fair amount of views as well, just because, you know, honestly, if I saw a video like that, I'd probably check it out, because 30 different meditations, that's kind of a lot. Like, what are the differences? And I did that. I experienced it. I did it all in Japan as well. And it was really, really fun doing that challenge. I just haven't gotten around to it because I've been working on the audiobook. Now that I'm done, I'm thinking about all of these things again. And I needed to face my failure. I just needed to face the numbers, my fears, my sensitivities. And yeah, it's painful. It really is. But I think that these lessons that I'm gaining from looking at these numbers, from realizing high output without good strategy is meaningless. It's completely meaningless. It needs to be solid, good repetitions, quality videos, things that I believe in, things that have meaning to me. I think that's one of the most important things as of late for me, is making challenges that are meaningful. And I think this TikTok challenge is not meaningful to me. I think that's why once I meet up with my friend again, I'm gonna tell him that I'm changing up the challenge. It's gonna be not a 30-day challenge, but more so like, okay, get to 10,000 followers on TikTok, and however long that takes is however long it takes. But I will continue to try and do things for it, especially once I'm back in Japan. I feel like now that I've actually done more research and understand the meta of TikTok better, and understanding like what are the types of videos that actually get views, and what am I interested in making, and how do I combine that? And I get that better. I have like a better full grasp of it. So I need to just stop myself from always getting distracted from goals that sound good but aren't meaningful to me. Because I think as long as I have that meaning behind it, I will go for it. I'll really try, and I think that'll make for a good video in the end. So there's a crazy challenge that I have for myself that I'll talk about in a different video, but I think if I can pull it off, it'll be my best video, my best main channel video for sure, by leaps and bounds. And it'll also probably produce like a fair amount of videos along the way for my main channel as well. But it's all strategy in my head. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I at least have a better grasp of reality and how things work. And of course, I know there's other factors I haven't really thought about. Like for instance, you know, the time between when I make my videos matters. The fact that I didn't post any videos for such a long time, and my previous videos from a year ago were when I was burnt out and they were all shitty videos. Of course, I'm going to lose a large amount of my audience. Of course, if most of my subscribers are from a video where I'm teaching tutorials about creative stuff, they're not going to care about these newer videos. So I totally get that the number of subscribers that I have, which is like about 39,000, is meaningless. And to me now, it's all about just making projects that I feel really good about, that have meaning to me. And for the numbers, I don't think I'm going to worry about it, because I really think that a project that's structured around meaning and desire and purpose, in the end, if it's going to be a video that I make around that, like my challenge, and I deliver it and there's good storytelling and everything like that, I'll be happy with the video. I just want to make more things I'm proud of. I really want to make more things like my audiobook, where it feels polished. It feels like something I really thought through, that I worked really hard on, and it's out there. So to me, my path forward really is going to be that. And I think the more that I do that, the more I put out quality work, the more I'm going to learn. And sure, I'm going to meet failures again, but I'm going to keep learning from it and not keep making the same mistake of aiming for these vanity metrics of quantity, views, and all that stuff. There needs to be a foundation of why am I doing this? Like, why am I creating these things? And to me, I realized today when I was thinking about all of these things that what passion is to me, I said it before, it's like a state of being, but also that state of being is when I'm doing the things that are meaningful to me, is when I'm creating things meaningful to me. To me, that's passion. It isn't about necessarily like me playing piano, or I'm passionate about playing piano, or I'm passionate about this activity. It's more so just doing something that's meaningful to me. That's what I feel passionate about. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for this video. I know it's very long-winded. I wanted to get out some thoughts. I wanted to just talk about what we're doing moving forward, and I think we'll talk with my friend about this a bit more, like how we're changing the challenge and how we're gonna make it better overall. And I think it'll be a more fun journey, to be honest. Like, there's a lot more to talk about once I hit a goal, once I've finished a project, rather than just a time limit and how much I've done in that time limit. I think it's fun to do things fast, but it's more important to actually create something and do something you're proud of, and have like a finished work at the end that you can show off, or show that embodies your hard work and your soul, your emotion, and everything. Okay, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. If you managed to make it to the end, yeah, thank you to the viewers. I know my average view count for this channel is like maybe, I'm trying to count. There's a lot of videos that are like in between, maybe like 10 people. So thank you to the 10 viewers that have consistently watched my stuff. Honestly, it means a lot to me. Whether you comment or not, it doesn't matter. Like, just having you guys watch, it means a lot. So thank you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.